I almost forgot which button I supposed to press. There we go. Oh, so cold in here. Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Welcome to the Wednesday show. And today, I'm gonna try to smoke this McFly because everybody keep talking about this McFly. That I bought one, but I haven't had the chance to smoke one. Like, did not get the chance to smoke one. And I noticed that this wrapper is supposed to be like two of one. Like, the bottom pulls apart. So it's actually kind of cool. I just realized that because I was holding on my hand and kind of detached. And I was like, oh, that is kind of cool. So, but yeah, hey everyone. Say hi to Jason. We say hi to Blue Collar Sticks, Brian Alcock, and Joe Sparaccio and Quake. And I think I don't know who else is gonna join us today, but today let me get to somewhat review this cigar because I really feel like that I'm not a reviewer but a commentator, right? A commentator that that basically just talk about how I feel about the cigars. So and then we have Matia Maya here. So Matia Maya is what I would call a cigar reviewer because like he goes in there, cut the bullshit, and just say this is how the cigar is. I'm the type of person that tells you whether or not I like a cigar and how much complaint I have over it, right? If I'm impressed, I'll tell you I'm impressed. If not, it's like you know, it's almost a fine line, describing a live video or a review versus a podcast. Like there, you know how people will listen to podcasts and then go, yeah, that's a podcast because it's, you know, it's voice podcast. They're casting information. But nowadays the podcast has video, so it's not really podcast anymore. It's like a video now. So there is like a very very fine line of what is, you know, what's what. So, all right. So I took off the bottom band. Apparently it disconnects. All I did was just slide off. And I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be, right? Just like that. So, let me cut this. Alright.
What's going on, everybody? See, I've trained you guys. I don't even have to say it. You guys say it for me.
It's not a good thing, Martin. Martin, your connection is kind of iffy today, huh? It looks like your connection is kind of iffy today.
I think it's because I'm on Wi-Fi.
We'll see if that gets better.
Is that better?
Still pixelized, but we'll see if it gets better, right? Sometimes it takes a little bit to buffer. All right, so let's get to this cigar.
All right. I missed it. What are you smoking?
The McFly?
Fly. Is that Oscar Valladares?
Yeah. McFly.
McFly.
You know, the you know, the shiny bling bling kind of gets me, so.
Yeah.
All right. So let me light this up. Talk about a few things. We have a serious temperature drop. Like today was like probably reached between 19 and 22, and it's super cold, super uber cold, super uber cold. So let's do this. Let's do this.
It's gonna be that cold. No, it's not that cold in Texas. Hey, Tony, you won't have to worry about that when you come down here.
I hope so. We'll see. Because it looks like the lowest you guys dropped down to was like 60 for the week.
No, it was actually below freezing on Monday. I think is what it was.
So below freezing. What? Who? I saw someone posting their like temperature 6-day forecast, and that wasn't even close to freezing.
Oh, that was Juan Pardo. Yeah, that was Juan Pardo. He's in South Texas, like near Mexico.
But are you like that much far away from your like Wi-Fi hotspot or something like that? Like that far away, that much more far away. So like signal is like you look like 8 bits right now.
I turned it off.
1982.
Shouldn't you turn it on? Because shouldn't the Wi-Fi be better than the connection?
I don't know. I mean, I had it on, and then I was all pixelized.
Well, try on again because you're even more pixelized. You're even more. Ah, son of a. Now it's a little bit better. Now it's a little bit better.
Okay, whatever.
All right, so let's get this. Cedary. It's actually.
CIA today.
It's aromatic. This thing is aromatic. All right. Very nice, almost sweet, perfume-like, flower-like spice.
Flower-like spice.
Yeah, because it has this really, really pleasant smell, and it smells like a floral, cedary smell to it.
Floral leaf spice. I know exactly what that means.
Yeah, tastes like almost like pink crayon. Yeah.
Pink crayon.
Potpourri.
Okay, so, and that's with the shaggy foot. So we'll see how that goes. So lately, I think there is one of those most wanted criminals that people try to catch. This guy has been bombing people and their mailbox with things. And I received one today. It's got my name on it. Most importantly, it's got my wife's name on it. Spelled correctly, too. So, I'm going to open it up and see what's going on. But, you know, this guy from Texas, dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for you. It's for Shiza.
My name's on it, too.
Oh.
My name's on it, too. I was like, I thought I already finished, like, all the, receiving. All I had to do is sending out. Like, I'm waiting for packaging materials to send shit out. And literally, like, I don't have peanut to send it out. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. And, yeah, and then all surprisingly, the mailman comes like, hey, you got a package. I was like, what? And then first he handed me the text bill, which is like, oh, thanks. I really needed that. And he's like, oh, yeah, this, that, too. Hand it over to me. Then he handed to me like this. So I have no idea what that is. He handed me like this. I was like, what is this? It's like, somebody forgot something, and I turned over, and I was like, Texas. Then I'm like, fuck. And then I went to see my wife. I was like, you want me to open this now? She's like, you want to open now? I was like, no. I want to open this on the show later so that, I get to complain about receiving things.
Yeah, you always have something to complain about.
It's part of the work. It's part of the work to complain, right? So yeah, this bag is number 000. And I swear they have a smaller. They have a half-size one. So what is that? 0.5?
Yeah, probably is.
Yeah, they have a half-size ones, but you should save something else, like a key or something like that. So I'm gonna try to open this in the most gentleman way possible. Yeah, open. Yeah. All right. Got a letter in here. Who still writes letters?
Had to test it out.
Okay, the spring is inside. Okay. Tony and Shiza, thank you for all you do for the group. The impact you have on many in the Legion is not always seen, but no, it's deep. Enjoy the pens. They were picked and turned especially for you. Alba.
Nice.
This guy. Apparently he have a little bit more skill than dad jokes.
Just a little bit.
So here we go. We got 2 pens. We got one of these square ones.
Yep. That would be yours.
And then we got a round one.
Oh, that's cool.
The cap unscrews.
No, he just pops off.
Okay, the springs are inside. Okay. And this is a Schneider. Not Schneider, Schneider. I guess that's what happened when you gotta have a like a Jewish name, but but made in Germany.
Yeah.
I fit this in there. Man,
I know the brown one will fit a G2 rollerball refill. I know for sure it'll do that.
Here we go. You know, usually when I buy something or get something, they will have a warning on there that says assembly required.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I did. I said on the back of the note.
Okay. All right. So I don't understand this. Let me try to figure it out. I put it in there.
Spring first, then the cartridge.
Okay. This is not how I imagined. Hold on, get out. Ooh. All right, fine. Do it this way. Ooh. All right, spring out. Pen in. It's leaky a little bit, but okay. Spring in, pen in, and then screw it on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here it goes. Oh, it works nicely. But I got some on myself, so I guess that's Albert's dad joke on me. All right, I'm gonna put this one together too. How did Albert know that I like square pens? The question. I actually do have other pens, and they are actually square capped.
Are they?
Yeah, I actually buy custom pens that are square capped. Believe it or not. And let's see if I can if I have one here. I might. No, I don't. No, I don't. I have upstairs, I guess.
It is kind of ironic that the roller ball is square.
No, the pen it is. The pen shape, the cap is square.
Right, roller ball pin is square. That's kind of weird, right?
It's ironic a pen that doesn't require a spring has a spring in it.
Right. Right. I agree with that.
So there we go. Oh, it's kind of nice. It's like magnetic.
That's magnetic, yes.
This is magnetic. Look at this.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know how much this costs, but thank you. And if somebody wants this, check out albertspen.com. It might exist one day or another, maybe. But
well, hope y'all enjoy it, man.
I will be using it.
Glad you got it in a timely manner too. That they said they would deliver today, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was worried about sending stuff out. I sent a package out a week ago. It's still not there yet. So that's why, while I'm waiting for the packing material, I still have not sent out anything for the raffles yet. Because it's like that thing's gonna disappear so quickly. But the good news is, I believe for Huang is that I say that if I find the other gray color beanie, he will be getting the gray one. I did find it, so he'll be getting the gray one.
Sweet.
This thing pulls up a lot of smoke. It's kind of sweet, in a way. It's a little bit floral. Kind because the shaggy foot it burns funny, but we'll see if it corrects that. Yeah, okay, not bad. It's kind of spicy. My nose is burning up a little bit. So without wasting too much time, so that people can actually get the information from this video, let's talk about the 3 cigar swap challenge, the 3 blind cigar swap challenge. Okay, let me make it very clear. All right. So, step 1, you'll sign up for it. Step 2, we will scramble your name so you get someone to send the cigars to.
How will they know who we are if we scramble our name?
That's for them to figure out.
But they have to figure out how to get the name.
I scramble the name. I don't scramble the address. No.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, true.
So, once you get the address, you'll take 3 interesting cigars. I'm not talking about things that you smoke all the time that you have 5,000 of, okay? I'm talking about things that you find most interesting to you. Right? Okay. Most interesting that people might not have tried. All right? So, you know, don't try to put something like Casa Cuevas Habano. All right? Or don't try to put something like I don't know, some sort of bundle cigars. Right? Do something that you think will be very cool for a fellow member to figure out what that is. Right? So after that, you take a picture so you have a record of what's what. You take off all 3 bands off the cigars and you send it to the person. So what they're supposed to do is they gotta smoke those 3 in a timely manner. So you gotta smoke your 3 in a timely manner. Try to do it within a week or 2. And you're supposed to guess what 3 cigar that is. Alright? If you can't guess the blend, at least you can guess the blend. Habano, Maduro, whatever. Right?
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch. That'll be fun to see how people interpret that, right?
Right? And then, once you've done that, the person who sends you the cigar can unveil what the cigar is. Okay? The deadline will be the deadline to sign up. Okay, the deadline to sign up will be January 29th.
Okay. So, are we gonna do like a smoke live, or what are we gonna do?
You don't have to smoke it live because they won't be able to fit everybody in there, right?
Okay.
Deadline to sign up will be the 29th. Deadline to send the cigar will be the 12th. All right, February 12th. Right, you got 2 weeks starting from you signing up. Right, that last sign up, and then we'll give you the name by either by Sunday or Monday. So the 30th or the 31st. You have until the 12th to send it out. To find the most interesting cigar to you, might be a local one, might be something that only in your shop or whatever, and send it out by the 12th. And then let's try to get all the all the pictures and answers by the 28th. That's another 2 weeks from then.
Okay.
Right.
So what's the objective?
Objective is to try new stuff. Right. To kind of see if you can recognize certain things.
No, it's funny that you say that though, because I was smoking a cigar yesterday or the day before yesterday. I knew nothing of the blend, and then I was thinking, this tastes like Brazilian
LTOC, bro.
He's in the binder.
Yeah.
So I was like, holy shit. And I even said in the review, holy shit, I can taste the Brazilian. I was thinking Brazilian in my head before I got the camera on. And then I'm tasting the fucking Brazilian.
Yeah, so, you know, it's like a thing to see whether or not anybody can tell what they're smoking, right? And in a way to taste different cigars that people thought was interesting, you know? Again, try to get it as interesting as you can. Now, I know there are people that cannot find really fancy cigars, and you don't have to be fancy. You know, set a budget for yourself, you know? I don't know, it could be $5 cigar, it could be $8 cigar. try not to send those like $50 cigars, okay?
Right.
Right. If I see anybody receiving an Opus X, then that person who sent an Opus X needs to send me 2. Okay. So try to not send something like Opus X, or like Royal Blend or something like that. Like try to keep it within reason, so that if the member who tried it like it, can actually try to buy it, right? Or try to find it. Yeah, you send them once in a lifetime cigar and smoke it. They're like, this is really good. I have no idea what that is. And then they open up Oro Blanco. Ah, shit. Right?
Yeah.
So try to do that, and that will be the objective of the game, right? We try to end it at end of February, and then we'll release another game. Hashimoto.
Hashimoto.
So
He's like,
So Matt, you're gonna have a tough time on this challenge, brother.
I'm not doing the challenge.
Because to find something that's not in your humidor, man, that would be rough.
So something that's not in my humidor. There's plenty that's not in my humidor.
Oh, please.
I don't know why Hashimoto doesn't play, but the thing is that if you try to, like, Hashimoto will probably break the rule when I say don't try to send something that's too expensive.
Yeah.
Well, it's no fun if you can't have a mix.
So yeah, I mean you gotta have within reason pricing cigars, which Hashimoto don't have a lot of. You know, people like give me shit about having, you know, too much Davidoff. You know, Matt have too much of everything.
Paint.
All right, Matt have too much of everything.
I'm going to spray paint the cigar I send because it'll be tiger striped.
I'm gonna paint mine all orange.
Yeah, like with food paint, right?
Yeah, you can just like orange dye. Dye a little orange on it. First, you get a cake primer. You know how you have those primer you can spray on paint cakes, so it has like one color, and then you put orange food dye all over it.
Yeah. And if you get the taste of orange, you're bullshitting.
So, Cowboy mentioned a cigar that I was actually looking at, but they're completely sold out.
They are actually a good cigar. I smoked one. It was good. So.
Well, but isn't that cigar the one that he sent us in a pack already? That Eleanor Rose. Didn't they reuse that cigar?
I have no idea. I thought it was an old cigar, but when I talked to Michael, he says new.
One of those is like, because it had the shag foot, right?
I only recognize the band. I only recognize the band.
Or was that the other one?
Because I remember the first time I see that band, I actually complained about how dull that is. And I actually thought it was one of those like no brand cigars. And turns out it was a pretty good cigar. So.
Huh. Okay.
This McFly tastes like candy almost. It's like a floral candy. That's spicy.
It's a very light cigar, though, isn't it?
It's a light cigar.
Yeah.
But it's got that floral note. It's got that sweetness to it, almost like a candy. And it's got light pepper.
Is that even a thing? I mean, can you even say that Oscar cigars are light?
This particular one is light. Well, right now it
Because
is.
most of it's medium body, medium plus.
Superfly is the only one that I don't think is very light. I mean, it's still light, but it's got a little more kick to it.
Now, when I say McFly is light, it's that smoke. It doesn't have a lot of taste. It feels like drinking a flavored sparkling water. The retro hill has flavor, much more flavor than the smoke itself. But in terms of like body in the smoke that you're tasting, it tastes like as if you're tasting a flavor of water or flavor of sparkling water kind of thing. It washes away really quickly.
Jason Martin, thank you.
Yeah, it's sweet. It is sweet. Um, cherry cough syrup.
Yep.
That's how it tastes like a little bit.
Doesn't sound very good.
Well, some people actually like that flavor though.
We're a
Some
little
people
late
actually
on
like
that,
that
Matt.
flavor. But it wasn't an unpleasant one that you're like, oh, that's disgusting. It tastes like, NyQuil or something like that. It doesn't taste like that. It kind of just tastes like cherry flavored something. A lot of people was like, oh, this is a good cigar, so I looked at it, I was like, okay, I'll try it. Yeah, tastes like, in a way, some sort of sweet floral. And then best way I can describe is cough syrup, but it's not that strong of a cough syrup. So imagine you mix cough syrup with some hot water because you're sick and you drink it.
Oh my god. Are we really? This does not bode well for a cigar review, man.
It's a cigar
Cough
opinion.
syrup and-
It's a cigar opinion, not a cigar review.
I know, but it just doesn't sound good, man. It sounds like, okay.
You're not seeing reviews.
No, but if you think about this, okay? All right. Cherry flavored cough syrup tastes horrible to some people. It tastes really great. Some people drink it for fun, right? And then like something like Twizzlers. I absolutely hate Twizzlers. And people love it. Right? I don't care if it's pink or the black one, they both taste bad. But people eat it for snack.
Yep.
So, I don't get that, but some people love that flavor. I absolutely hate it. People like those Christmas like candy cane thingy with the barber pole color thing. I absolutely hate the flavor of that thing.
I like it.
People like to eat those what's it they called? Those little chicks from the Easter
Oh
Peeps.
yeah.
Peeps.
peeps. People like that. I absolutely hate it.
You hate that?
Yeah. Matt, you're muted if you're talking.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I hate peeps too.
And some people like there are some people that like pumpkin spice. I cannot even go near that thing.
Nope.
Like
They should call it peeps of shit.
pumpkin spice tastes like pumpkin and leaves. And leaves on the floor. It's like, really? But people like it. People like it. Just so people know, Asian pumpkin tastes different than pumpkin here. They are two different flavors. So when somebody say pumpkin to me, I'm thinking about the Asian flavor. And when they give it to me, and I taste the American pumpkin, it tastes like it's nasty.
Yeah.
It's nasty. Right? So I couldn't handle that. I could not handle that flavor. I know some people absolutely dies for that kind of stuff. Like, October comes, everybody's, oh my god, pumpkin spice coffee is coming back. We're like, bleh.
Yeah. Stupid.
So some people like it, some people don't. Sometimes you just wonder why people like it. For example, I like spicy food. My mother-in-law think that if you eat that, any sort of spicy food, you're gonna die. She think that if you eat spicy food, you're gonna die. So, it's different people, different flavor, different profile. Right? If you go to friends and try to order any food that has spice in it, like chili in it, they're like, we don't have that. The most spicy thing we have is black pepper. Serious. I'm being serious. When's the last time you go to a French restaurant? It's like, hey, can you just give me a plate of hot sauce? And they're like, no, you Americans. We don't use spice. We use garlic, we use onions. What's this chili thing? Don't have them. So, different place, different flavor. I think it's pretty, this is pretty light. I mean, in comparison, I can see this to be close to a median, where to Matt, this thing will probably taste like literally water. And
Yeah, it was pretty light. For me, it was really light, but It was still an enjoyable cigar.
It tastes like somebody took the both color of Twizzlers, swirled it around in water, and left it in there, and then you drink that water.
You ever put gummy bears in water?
So what?
Did you ever put gummy bears in water? Just let them sit there.
I have not tried that. I would think that it
You
just
get, like,
swallows,
that
right?
fucking huge. They get that fucking huge, and then you just drink the water with the gummy bear.
No way.
They explode like 3 times the size.
Oh,
Yeah, does anybody know this? If you eat an entire bag of gummy bear, you're gonna get stomach ache after.
oh, I bet.
With vodka too.
Because the
Gummy
gummy
bears
bear, nowadays, gummy bear are sugar free. So they replace with sugar alcohol, and they don't digest. So once you eat an entire bag of it, you're gonna get stomach ache. I did not believe it, and I actually tried it.
Oh no,
Oh, holy shit, that hurt.
I can't.
Wow.
No, when I get a bag of gummy bears or gummy worms, I can only eat probably about a good 6 or 7 before my stomach starts going blah blah blah.
Yeah. My wife told me this. I didn't believe her. I went out and get one of those dollar bag. I was like, watch me eat a bag. I ate a bag. An hour later, I was dying. I was dying
That's
on
the
the
thing
side.
is, they look so good in those bags, but the minute I eat like 1 or 2, just little gummy bears, I am like, I'm done. But
Yep.
the color looks so inviting. Like, God damn, I want to eat that,
Right?
man. But, oh,
It makes you want to pick it up, stare at it, squeeze it a few times, and then chew the head off before you get the rest of it.
yeah, they smell good, they look good, but then you eat it and you're like, ugh.
You know, I can't, like, ever since then, that event, I have not go out purposely to buy a bag of gummy bear. I'm afraid to eat it. Because I never realized it. I mean, usually you wouldn't want to eat an entire bag of gummy bear, you know? But once you eat an entire bag of gummy bear, you're like, dying. That's hard. So quite opposite for others, because other gummies actually have sugar in it. Gummy bear is sugar free. It will hurt your stomach. Crazy, right?
Yep.
Believe it or not, Jason, the orange ones are good. Like, I have this thing with like Skittles, orange.
So the color.
I love the orange.
Aren't Skittles? Don't they all taste the same?
No,
It's not Skittles. It's
M&M's taste the same.
M&M no, see, that's the thing. M&M in the same bag tastes the same, but they have different variations of what kind of M&M they have.
But they have Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops, they all taste the same.
Yeah,
Fruit Loops all taste the same. Yeah, it's just coloring. It's just like when you get the pack of like those pack of dishwashing detergent. It has like 4 different colors, and they're all literally the same shit in there, just in 4 different sections.
I thought you were about to say they all taste the same.
Yeah, so
Let's blindfold Matt and see if you can taste the difference in color for science.
I can taste the difference. Well, in what? In what though? What do
If
we
you can
taste
taste color, that will be very hard. You gotta taste it. That tastes like blue
Martine
dye.
can. Martine can taste Crayola colors. So why
Crayola
can't
color? No. Crayola, each color tastes different. Yeah. Each color tastes different. Once you taste more than 13 colors, it starts to taste expensive.
We need to get the 52 pack.
Right, that's when it gets more expensive. Right? When you're on the elites, you taste like those 112 ones, okay?
No, it's not 112. Man, golly.
What?
You're killing me. It's not 112.
Then what is it? I don't know.
It goes 8, 16, 32, 64, 128.
I don't think they come in like whole numbers like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, bro. It's been
Crayons?
a long time since I bought a box of crayons.
Crayons? No, I'm serious. It goes 8, 16, 32. They may have a 24 in there.
Yeah, there's a 24. There's a 24.
There's 24, there's 32.
The train. Yeah, blue collar. You're the one. You're the one that made the damn train get off the tracks.
I have to find out now because I
Yeah,
did not look at it.
He's bragging that he was able to get it to,
get the train fall
He's
off.
that kid that put the rock on the rail, just go back and see what's going to happen.
Look at
Take
that.
off
There's a
because
world
it's
class
the
pack,
crap.
which has 240 counts.
Holy crap!
There's 10 count, there's 12 counts, and there is 24 count as well. So it's not 8, it's 10, 12, 24. And
There's not an 8-pack? Or yeah, it's a 10-pack. You're
it's
right.
a 10 pack.
5 and 5. Yep.
And they don't have brown, by the way. None of them have brown.
None of them has brown. You sure?
Yeah, because they expect you to like just take all the colors and mix them up.
I just want to.
Oh wait, that's paint. Never mind. Finger paints.
Yeah, finger paint doesn't have brown.
All right. Well, fingerprint. If you just touch the ground, it's brown. Put some dirt on it. But let's see. I am pretty sure in this case, Albert is colorblind. It's like an entire box of brown.
No, I
Well,
know,
brown
but-
hued. Brown hued.
Now going back to candy, the one kind of candy I loved, and I've loved it since I was a kid. We used to get it every time we'd go to the movie theater. Is a box
Dots.
of dots. Yep,
Dots.
Dots?
dots is where it's at. And the
Yeah,
orange
it gets all stuck in the roof of your mouth.
one. Yep.
And then it sticks to your teeth. Yeah.
But I like them. I like them when they're a little
Oh,
Stem.
those. Okay.
little extra chewy.
No, I can't. I don't like candy stuck in my teeth.
The original gummy bears. The original gummy bears. Is what
They're
those
way
are.
too hard to be gummy bear. They're
That's
way
why I
too
said the
hard to.
original.
You know that's the thing. When I go to movie theater, I never order candy.
Nope.
I've never ordered candy from the movie theater. I was either popcorn or like fried chicken or like
Fried chicken.
pretzels.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
What the fuck?
Chicken tenders are nice. I mean, you just pick it up and eat. You know, it's not.
Where,
Doesn't go all over the place.
So instead of having shit stuck to your teeth, you got grease everywhere.
No. They're not that greasy.
Yep.
It actually tastes pretty good. My wife likes it too.
okay, when you said fried chicken, I thought you meant like
No, chicken tenders. Chicken
pieces,
tenders.
chicken tenders. Yeah, that's a different thing.
Oh,
I agree.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. I thought you were talking like Kentucky
Right,
Fried
man.
Chicken.
That's
All
all
right,
they need.
Let's be fair
That's all
here. Okay, I have purposely bring in like Whoppers into the movie theater. Yeah.
See, I'm like Greg. I do love Mike and Ike's. I grew up on Mike and Ike's too.
Whoppers like Burger King.
You gotta get a burger that kind of lasts you at least 5 minutes into the movie. You know, you cannot get like a Whopper
Do they
Junior.
sell-
One bite is done.
Well, they
Okay.
sell Whoppers at the concession stand.
No, they don't sell Whoppers there. But
Yeah, they do.
Not here.
Candy.
Not here. We will
Well,
drive
here-
to. We will drive to BK and order a Whopper and then put it in the zipper bag because that Whopper really smells. You can smell that somebody had a Whopper, right?
Oh hell yeah!
We'll put it in the zipper bag so we can walk in with it, so it doesn't smell
Is
like.
that-
But,
Is that a Whopper in your pocket?
but they can't tell, like you know. So
Put one here and one here, bro. Just walk in like that.
once we walk in there in the movie theater,
Whoppers.
you know, movie starts and I open up the bag, and the Whopper take out and start chewing. Everybody's like, "Is that Whopper?" And they start looking back. Like,
Yeah, you can smell. You can
yeah,
smell.
you can
the
smell a
bro.
Whopper. So
Yeah. Tony,
Hey,
at your
Michael.
theaters, do they have? Do they serve food at your theater, like while you're eating? Like
they
full meal?
do. However, they kind of stopped that service recently because of COVID. Right?
Oh, well, no,
But
we still
you-
have them.
But you gotta know, those food are very expensive.
Oh yeah.
I think it was like, if I get a chicken tender and fries at doing the dining thingy, it's $20. It's
Then you gotta
$20.
tip 'em. Then you got to tip people.
Yeah, you gotta tip them too.
There's
So-
somebody on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's
It's
in
not
the
in the, it's, no one's in the chat room right now.
I will.
So, you know,
Yeah, Ike's and Mike's. Mike's and Ike. Mike and Ike.
It's crazy. But yeah, this is why I like to watch movie at home, because I can eat whatever I want. Like when I cannot watch a movie without chowing down on something. I need to eat something. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
guys.
I like the dinner in the movie places because you can have beer, you can have
Val's
giant burger.
Oh yeah, you can have the food. It's just ridiculously expensive. Right?
Well, I mean,
It's fun.
you get to do,
It's cool.
you get to do dinner and the movie all at one time, not dinner and then the movie.
Well, no, you can bring your own dinner at the movie. You can have nachos there. You can have. I have ordered like tacos for the movie thing before. I ordered sushi at the movie thing before. I can seriously tell you, none of them taste good.
Yeah, no.
They don't taste that good, and they charge 2 arm and leg, and then maybe half a liver. So, if it's a family kind of thing, I can see how that's fun. But you know, this is where I rather just do it at home. If I'm gonna movie theater, I will do a large popcorn, or bring my own food.
See, I can't do popcorn. I hate popcorn. But am I the only one, or is anybody else out there that waits until the movie starts before they open up their candy?
Well, popcorn's already open.
Well, the popcorn's different, but like Dots, Mike and Ike's, all that stuff.
So you're saying that you don't enjoy the previews?
No, well, once the previews start, then I'll start.
Yeah, I will start eating once the preview starts. If the preview hasn't started, you don't start.
Dots, that damn cellophane on the box of Dots is the hardest thing to get off. They've got that sucker like child-proof, man, with that cellophane.
Well, you're supposed to bite like a end to it, and then you can rip it open.
Oh, I never bite it. I'd sit there and try to open it.
No, you bite a little slit, and then you just rip it off.
It is pain.
Yeah, Hashimoto's like,
right? He's gonna to rip his shirt open and stuff like that. He's gonna go.
Get some. Yeah.
He goes like, yeah.
Give me my dot back, damn it.
And then he like explodes, and then he has to go pick off someone's hair. He's like, hey, that's my dot. Sorry, that's my dot.
Yeah. I eat the popcorn, and then when the movie starts, I go get more popcorn.
I actually I don't leave the seat once I sit down until the movie ends. Like, if I need to go to the bathroom, I wait until my bladder breaks.
Oh, yeah.
Just explodes. I don't care. I'm not going anywhere. So, my wife can actually go through, like, go to the movie and then go to the bathroom like 5 times during the movie. I can't. I just like, I'm gonna finish this one.
You miss parts of the movie.
She doesn't feel like she missed anything though. I don't know. So, and for her, it's kind of interesting because she's like, okay, I missed a little bit, but I get the gist of it. I got the best part of the movie. And, next time when it's on TV, I can watch it again and see what I missed. Because eventually, it's gonna end it on TV.
Yeah, a month later.
Yeah, right.
So she will rewatch certain thing, and then like, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, because you were not there when you're watching it. Duh. So movies. Yeah, I don't know, but for me, the previews, the trailers are part of that movie. I'll watch them. I'm not like the purpose of, we don't have to go in there. There's 15 minutes of trailers. I want to watch those trailers. I want to know like what movie I want to watch afterward.
Right.
So that's that. But then once the trailer starts, I'll start chowing down. I'll start eating.
But it's funny, like when the movie start or the previews start, like you just automatically start hearing everybody open up their candy.
And everybody automatically take a sip of their drink when they do the around thing and see the Coca-Cola commercial. Everybody take a sip every time. I don't know why my cigar is burning funny, so I'm gonna give a little help.
But he's making fun of it, man.
So, yeah, it tastes like it's got a little bit of like licorice. I don't know. Coming out, tell me to talk to you guys about movie popcorn gives me flashback. Work in the concession stand in high school. Ricker, the buttery topping is liquid gold.
Liquid gold, that's awesome.
How many people actually does like me? I go to buy a popcorn and ask them to give me 2 containers. and then I will separate the two into the two containers, and then get butter, and then combine them again, and then put the other one on the bottom so that it doesn't get butter leaking out. Nobody does that, because that butter, the liquid butter thing, never go all the way like evenly. So you dump half out, you get the butter, and then you dump it back in there, and then put it in the bottom. You can have as much butter as you want.
I don't eat popcorn, so I don't know.
I hate the trailers. Come on. What's up? Haven't been to the movie over 10 years. Wow, Yazzer, you haven't been to the movie for 10 years? Next time we hang out, we need to pick a movie and go. What? You haven't been to the movie for 10 years? This has got to be a good movie you want to watch. Come on, Yazzer.
I haven't been to the movies in quite a while either. I'm just not a big movie fan.
Well, you guys know the last movie I went was the animated one. My wife still want to watch the Kingsman. She want to watch the Matrix. What's the other? John Wick is delayed until like 2023. So I was telling my wife, like, some of those you can wait a little bit until like they actually out and you can enjoy it. I think today they just announced another variant of like stupid COVID, so it's gonna be hard. They track popcorn by the container, so we weren't allowed to double up containers. Really? For me, they were able to give it to me. Like, I was like, it's gonna leak. Can I get another one? And they would just give it to me. I don't know.
I know, like our movies, like if you buy like the cup and then the popcorn thing, it's like reusable, but you can get it filled for like half the price, and then free refills throughout the movie.
I think you can. The drinks are refillable and the popcorn are refillable if you get a larger size.
Right.
So, Matrix is on HBO on demand now. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where we watched it.
I always gotta do the 5-finger discount when Blu-ray comes out.
Taking his old camcorder in there and recording it.
They don't even do that anymore because it's like something like HBO on demand. Some people will just go to HBO and play it on demand and just have DVR recorded. No more camera.
Shit, man! Didn't Matrix just come out like a week or two ago?
Yeah, I thought it just came out, but it makes sense because they know that most people isn't gonna risk their life and go see it. Right. So if there's another way to profit from it, they would. Just like Mulan, like nobody go to see Mulan, but Disney profit from it. So.
Oh yeah, they did.
Right, or something like South Park, that post-COVID stuff. If that was not on Paramount would not get their all-time high subscription. Right? They have like crazy amount of subscription just so that they can watch it. There's no good show on Paramount for me at least. I don't know. This cigar does not like me. I don't particularly hate the cigar, but this cigar does not like me. I don't know why.
You're powering through it.
I'm not, dude. It's already 49 minutes. I'm not even halfway. If you think about that, this actually keep like burning funny. So, I did also watch Martina Maya's celebratory video today.
I haven't watched it yet.
I do like that cigar though. I often forget that is the cigar that they lost during that heist. I always think that is the La Madria that was taken.
It was the Flacos that were taken.
Yeah, it was the Flacos that was taken, right?
Yeah.
But didn't they gonna say that they were that try to release it again? I have not seen it. How much?
Yeah.
They're gonna re-release it as something different. Like I know I think it was the prensados that are coming out in like a flaco size. I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that to come out. I'm actually kind of excited over like more cigars coming out. So hopefully 2020. Like I saw who posted that, like I think Bob posted that 2021 has like a 3 consecutive month of most importing cigars ever or something like that. And I was like, isn't that just catching up because all the other cigar was holding at port and all of a sudden they all came in, so you gotta have a lot of cigar came in 3 months rather than 12 months. So
yeah, it makes sense.
you would think technically that will lower the cigar prices because all of a sudden you're flooded with all those cigars, but cigar price didn't go down.
Yeah.
Because the same phenomenon happened for retailers, right? Months before and months after Black Friday, they got shitload. I'm talking about shitload inventory that are late by like half a year, right? And because they were late on half a year, they went on some stupid sales. We're talking about like, my wife and I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and like those soap sports store and stuff like. We bought shitload because they were like 90% off. They tried to get rid of them. We don't have enough space. Too many came in. And same with clothes. My wife was actually buying $30 clothes for like good 3 months. I think she got like $5 clothes from a store where she spent hundreds of dollars for. They were like selling for like $3 after all the sales. Because all of a sudden they have way too much inventory that are for the previous season. Like my wife was shopping happy, crazy for 3 months.
Not bad.
Yeah, seasonal stuff. Seasonal stuff gets just kind of way down once that next season is in.
Yeah, today my wife bought a swimming suit. I was like, "You're serious buying a swimming suit in January?"
Best time to do it.
Right. And then she goes, "You're surprised about that because next week they're releasing fall and winter 2022." I was like, "You're buying fall and winter 2022 next week?" You know? Texas be like that guy rubbing his hand for his piece of that pie. Yeah, taxes. I think a lot of people are gonna be surprised about how the tax code is gonna change for the year. So, the deduction kind of changed. A few things kind of changed. I don't know. I haven't even started looking at tax yet. I don't really want to do tax because I know next year I'll be paying. I mean, this coming year I'll be paying a lot of tax because the year before I actually got money back. I was like, kind of happy. But this year I know I'll be paying. Not looking forward to that. However, I did hear that the deadline got extended by 3 days.
Ooh, 3 days.
Wow, right? They're like making a big news out of it. It's because of certain holiday happened to land on that one day and it's on a weekend. So instead of April 15th, you got to April 18th. I was like, how is that news? 3 days?
Yeah, that's Easter. I think Easter happens that weekend.
I usually finish my tax way before that. I don't like to drag until last minute. I was talking about cigar tax with a crazy amount of cigar brought over in a short period of time. Yeah, but like, it kind of evens out because you're talking about split between 12 months versus 3 months. It's the same thing. You want heartburn now or heartburn later, right? So you can spread out between 12 months, or you can cramp in 3 months to pay for it. I don't think the industry had any problem selling them because we have like ever since COVID, I think cigar sale went up by a good percentage.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I don't think that's what changed. I know that local state tax changes. Like I was telling people, New York is now 75% cigar tax, which is ridiculous. But that's when you go like you have to be very careful where you buy your cigars now. You gotta pick and choose. You gotta be selective. I really think that they try to kill local cigar sales versus online sales because online sales is harder to track. But local cigar sales, if you give them like 75% tax, that's a lot of tax. Like you don't even have that kind of tax on a cigarette. Right? So that's crazy. Matt's got my finger typing a mile a minute.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he had his knees worked on, or his knee worked on.
Wait, a mile a minute is like quick or slow? I have not tried to type a mile before.
That's 60 miles an hour.
Right, so a mile a minute could be quick.
That's 60 miles an hour, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of quick. That's like a little bit above highway speed. No?
No, a little low.
Not here. No, not here.
What's your highway speed over there in Texas?
65.
Posted?
Bullshit.
Posted?
Texas is like 90.
No.
We've got one highway.
Posted 65.
We've got one highway in Texas that goes up to 85 miles per hour.
Wait, the one at 85 definitely have a minimum too, right?
And that's what's crazy is that, like, you don't even need to go 85 miles. Like, you may only need to go 5 miles.
No, well, one of those, like I say, if you go to that kind of highway, they have a minimum speed that you have to go at, so you can't even go 5 miles an hour. So I've seen a lot of places at 65, they already have a minimum of 35. If you go below 35, you can get it written up for it.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's what is it? If the posted highway is 65, the slowest you can go is 30.
Yeah, so there's
I
a
read that
minimum
somewhere.
that you can go. Because when you go like 85, everybody's going 85, and all of a sudden you have one car that's like 30.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah, I'll be surprised people are not throwing the bananas and turtle shells out of their cars to try to hit that car.
But in Texas, them boys, everybody drives like 90 or 100 in 60-mile-an-hour traffic. It is crazy.
Yep, that's our normal.
Well, because you guys are big,
That's how
by
we
trying to
roll,
get to
bro.
places.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, the accidents are bigger. Fuck yeah.
The what, really?
It's only when there's ice.
Yeah. or sitting water in the cooler.
Well, anyone that's going to the Texas meet, if you haven't booked your hotel yet, I think it's about time.
Yeah.
to put it out
Well, yeah. I don't know. You'll be safe.
I already booked it, so I already booked
Yeah,
it.
there's plenty of hotels out there. Plenty.
I already booked. I'm talking about internal pricing. It's gonna get higher. So, I already booked it. I think Brian Olcott already booked it. I know Val was looking to have an easier way to get to airport, and I posted that the hotel that I go to actually had paid shuttle if you need it. So you can taxi, you can Uber. There's paid shuttle. I think it's like 17 bucks.
Well, even if they don't have a shuttle, you could Uber there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's multiple ways to get there. It's about 13 miles away from airport. It's not too bad, unless the highway is jammed up, for whatever reason.
It's pretty easy to get around DFW.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm sending everybody who I can think of are in that group of people to go to the Texas meeting. Your Christmas present will go to Albert. So if you want to collect it earlier, maybe talk to Josh, see if Josh can go pick it up from Albert or whatever. It'll all be together, because I had to send a big gigantic box because I had to send 2 decanters over, so I had to cram them together.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm trying to fill everything up, tiny boxes in there and all that stuff, and had to make sure I box them and tape them up in case Albert decides to take a few. So yeah, if you got yours and the table is opened, yeah.
Albert with our Christmas raffle presents.
That's it.
All right, so that's that. What else? So in terms of the event, we have those going on. We have this Saturday. You want to be here early, okay? This Saturday, you want to be at the show early. You want to be here before I start. Just saying. Surprise.
So now we're having a show on Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday is our 3rd year anniversary. Literally 3rd year anniversary.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like literally. Not
Wow.
figuratively.
Yeah, realistically. I'm gonna call for work that weekend, so I won't be at 10. Okay, just saying. If you want to be on that show at all, you should just be at the show 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after, and that's it.
I'll be there.
Right. You want to be on there early. Okay. Also, yeah, other than that, it's just another day waiting for this year to start. I feel like I don't have enough time already. And I'm busy, so busy with work that January to February, like our events at February, I already feel like, holy shit, I only have 3 weeks left.
I know February, it's like right around the corner. I'm like, holy shit.
Right? Like I have not done anything yet. I have not put everything together. I have things to send out. I did, however, already ordered the stuff that needs to go to Albert, so that's being done. It's already paid for and stuff, so it's going there. But yeah, I have not sent out the poker chip and stuff like that. I'm like, holy shit, I don't have enough time, so I had to get it done this weekend, so you'll get it on time. It's crazy. I don't have enough time for some reason. I feel like it's so cramped. But yeah, 3 years. When I talk about 3 year, I keep thinking about somewhere I skipped 2 year, but we did celebrate every year, so it's like it's 3 years, really 3 years. I feel like it's only been 2 years, but it's actually 3 years. Crazy. Obviously, we're not gonna do anything too crazy for 3 year, 4 year, but I think we'll do something special on 5th year. I don't know, something different 5th year. You know, I feel like 5th year is like platinum. You know, like an album, it's platinum album. You know, 5 years in, and in 10 years is double platinum, something like that. M&M's. Oh, I heard about. Everybody heard the song from Eminem, right? Making there was one song that was literally make fun of Michael Jackson. Alright, so Eminem has a song that's literally make fun of Michael Jackson. If you look at the MTV, he's literally like dressing up as all kind of character for Michael Jackson. He even had part where his nose fall off and he tried to catch it and stuff like that. Michael Jackson wasn't too happy about it, so he sued. Eminem won.
Well, yeah, because it's just a parody.
Yeah. And then Michael Jackson, you know what? I'm gonna find a way to stop you from playing that song ever again. So he bought the record company that owns the right to that song.
That's when you got too much money.
$300 million. He just went to buy that company. He's like, you know what? You want to fight me? I can't win because you talk a lot. So I'm just gonna buy your company so you can't play that song. That's crazy. That's like a boss. That is like a boss right there. When I heard it, I was like, oh, that is the way to win, huh? You don't have to go for anything. Now you're his boss.
Yeah.
What a boss way to win shit. So yeah, if you don't like a cigar personnel or whatever, go buy the management company. Yeah, that is kind of Bruce Wayne type of stuff, right? You go to a club, they give you a hard time, you buy the club, now you win. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I was also looking at like a few other things, like Disney is losing their some of their copyright, trademark characters and stuff like that to public domain.
Yeah,
And right away they somebody made a commercial. I think it was Ryan Reynolds made a commercial with using the Winnie the Pooh character.
Mickey Mouse, the original Mickey Mouse's trademark ends in 3 years, they said.
But they already extended that. Mickey Mouse is like 50 years old. Public domain is 25.
Well, they said that the original one,
yeah,
ends in 3 years. So
they constantly try to trick it by altering the design. So you see like Mickey Mouse get different every year.
Right.
And by updating the design, they own the trademark again. It's kind of weird. Superman's family farm lost to the bank in Justice League. Bruce bought the bank. I also know that I think DC owned the word superhero. Can't use a superhero for anything other than DC.
I got a buddy of mine. He's an artist for DC.
I think Disney's fighting Marvel right now over the copyright for the character as well, because they're some of them are reaching public domain as well. It's crazy. Trademark in US, it's weird in a way. It's crazy, and the reason. There's another reason why I've been looking to trademark and stuff like that. I'll probably explain it in the next show on Saturday. But I've been looking into it. I was like, it's kind of weird. So US, interpretation of different things are weird. Matt, how about top baseball cards being bought out by Fanatic? I don't buy baseball cards, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, bro. I haven't bought or looked into baseball cards in so many years. That shit to me was.
I don't understand the things about like rookie cards and stuff like that. People want rookie cards rather than.
Yeah, like I got a couple Michael Jordan ones back when he was in college and stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, after those, man, and you go into a card store and they're like, "Oh, I'll give you $5." It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Wait a minute. You can't say get the fuck out of here. You walked in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like you're the one that's got to leave.
Okay, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
I
Yeah, it's
bought,
crazy, man. Because
I
the
buy
market
and
on
collect
that
cars,
shit.
but I have never sold one. I don't think I ever sold one because I'm like collecting hogger, right? Once I collect something, I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to trade anybody for anything. I just want to keep it. I don't know.
Sounds like Matt with a cigar.
Shut your mouth.
Wow.
James was saying
Matt,
that
what do
same
you want?
thing to the-
Hey Rob,
I bought all these, but I'm
Rob, speed recovery, feel better. Glad things went well.
Yeah, they're good, man. Good
Yeah,
job,
brother,
Rob.
take it easy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like some of the stuff you never think that has a value, has a value. Like right now, you know how hard it is to find a good working rotary phone? You know how much people are paying for the pay phones that used to be out there, like everywhere? People are buying pay phones from back in the 90s.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
If you guys don't know, when they get rid of the payphone in the 2000s, those were tossed everywhere. Nobody wants them.
Oh, I know. Dumpsters.
Yeah,
Just
you can just get them.
trash.
You can just get
Yeah.
them. It's crazy how things cost crazy amount of money nowadays. Right? Who was talking about the food got more expensive? I said it wasn't the food that got more expensive. It was the money got less value.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember Game Boy used to be $100.
Mm-hmm.
And that
That was a lot of
$100
money.
can buy a crap load of stuff back in the days.
Yep. That was a lot of money.
Discman was $100 too.
Yep.
I remember a CD burner was $600.
Well, even if you think back, even like VHS, like a VCR. I mean, our neighbors had a VCR and we didn't have one. And we were like, damn, y'all are rich. You know, like that's crazy. Like,
VCR today
Yeah.
costs more than a DVD player. Have you
Yeah,
go out and
more-
tried to
more
buy a
components.
VCR
There's more
today?
components in a VCR player.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
VCRs
yeah.
are in the hundreds.
wow.
Yeah, VCR in the hundred. Well, so is record player. You know, record player can go up quite a bit of price.
So here's the thing, right? So everybody that bought all those Disney movies on VHS, and then they came out with the DVD player, and then all the movies came out on DVDs. So before they could burn
Right.
it, you know. I mean, holy shit, man! Disney just made out on all that stuff, man.
And now you realize you don't have to keep any of those because you have subscription. You can watch whatever you want, whenever you want.
Exactly. So you pay
Yep.
pay it again.
Things went digital quick. You know, things went digital quick. Eventually, smoking will be digital.
I mean, that's why Blockbuster freaking went out of business because Netflix had streaming.
Yeah, Netflix streaming killed Blockbuster for sure. Well, Blockbuster wasn't. In the past, it was because they had no choice, right? And it's really annoying because, like, you know, you go rent a video for, like, you know, a few bucks. You gotta put deposit. You gotta go back and return it. If you didn't rewind before you return
Yeah.
it, there's another few bucks, right? That
But you know
model
what?
is penalty.
But you think about it, man, back in those days, that was the coolest shit. Like you'd sit there and wait for somebody to come in and return a movie, and you're sitting there, hey, what'd he turn in? Because it could be the one you're waiting for.
Oh, I want that one. Let me get it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yep.
I mean,
All those cards are empty. We're like, dang it, man.
Right? You
Yep.
go to the wall that has all those boxes, and then it's like, all out. No, all out.
yeah. God damn it.
Like, when
But
was
that
somebody
was the
return
thing,
it?
though.
Well, expecting one to come in today, but I guess they're late. You're like, no.
I mean, you think about it. That Friday nights was the night everybody hurry up and go to freaking Blockbuster and get a movie and pizza and popcorn or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
know,
remember those nights. Yep.
Yeah, right?
Every
Back in the day, for a while they have DVDs. They have HD DVDs. They have Blu-rays too. For a while, they were struggling, and then they finally, you know, kind of turned over.
Yep.
Yeah, there's the documentary about the last Blockbuster talks about it all.
Didn't that last Blockbuster also close and turn to something else now?
No, it's
I don't
still
know.
there. Still there.
It'll probably stay there.
It's still there.
It's privately owned, right? It's not Blockbuster
Yeah.
owned anymore. It's privately owned.
Yeah, it's privately owned, but it still has the name.
Well, because they
Lady
bought
still
it, right?
works there. She cleans the VCRs. and-
Really?
yeah, she goes now. She like she takes requests from people that are members still on new movies, and she'll go rent the movie or buy
Walmart.
the
No,
movie.
she go to Walmart and buy them.
Well, she'll buy the movie, and then she'll just burn it onto a VHS so they can still have that
But
nostalgia.
here's the thing: is that even legal to buy a movie and then redistribute it?
I don't know, man.
I don't even think that's legal.
Shit, I don't know, man. I saw the thing on it, the documentary.
Yeah, because I don't think that's legal. Like, so for example, if I were to buy one Spider-Man movie right now and put it in like 10 different VHS and rent it out, I'd probably get a letter very quickly.
Yeah.
Well, why not? I mean, hell, Redbox can do it.
Redbox owns those. Redbox didn't distribute them. They buy physical copies. If you recopy and redistribute, that's
Well, that's what this lady's doing. She's buying it, and
that's why I'm saying it's
Redistribute.
weird, right? For example, if you buy a Microsoft Office on a disc, you
right.
copied it, and then give it to another person to use, that's illegal.
Yes, it is.
So same thing with tape.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a loophole there somewhere.
I don't know.
I don't do it, so.
But that is interesting. That is interesting. I did today I spent like about 2 hours looking for the new Samsung Freestyle. I don't know if you guys know what that is. That's like a projector for screen.
Right.
It was $899. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should buy one of those for my office. So, I don't have to stare at this screen. I can project it to the wall, and I don't have a screen in front of me. Then just to find out, it was only 1080p. You know how old 1080p is?
Yep.
$899 for 1080p.
Yeah.
You would think that by now. Oh, here's what I want to talk about. So I talked about that animated movie that a while back, right? Where the people had a headset, they wear the headset, they go to the virtual reality game, they got stuck in the game, they can't get out. If they die in the game, their brain is fried and they die. Right? Talked about that last time. Now, people in Japan are going absolutely berserk right now because that story was set. The time is at 2022. So they're asking the company to make the headset so they can go virtual reality. Which is not that hard. I mean, it's basically you put the Oculus in a headset. Right? But people are asking for that. I mean, I think that's gonna push the agenda of Facebook to turn everything metaverse. Very soon in the future, you'll see us smoking cigars in a virtual reality.
All I remember is
Hang
Halloween.
out.
I forget
about
which
Halloween?
version. Halloween 3 or some shit.
For a movie?
Yeah.
But yeah.
The Halloween movie, right? It was the Halloween series. And they went really like Michael. Like they just totally dissed Michael.
Right.
I had them wear those Halloween masks with the little deal, and then when the thing come on the screen, then the brains, explode. Come on, man, y'all remember that movie?
The hockey mask.
The what? Wasn't the
wear a
hockey mask? No, it wasn't a hockey mask. It was
Oh, that's Jason. That's right.
it was like a one-off of that Halloween series.
Why are we talking about that? Okay. If there's one thing that you can change about cigar to make cigar smoking easier, what would you change?
Smoke inside.
Like how would you what would you change? Like what part of the cigar would you change?
Oh, I don't know. Smoke inside.
Smoking inside is what you want to do, but what would you change to make that happen?
Just
Whatever
the lingering smoke smell. I don't know.
Whatever I can do to do that. That would be awesome.
So would you be okay if
We'll do
somebody
it.
made a smokeless cigar?
No.
So here,
That'd be dumb.
Here you go. What do you call it? Cigar flavored vape.
You mean tobacco flavor vape? They do have those.
It tastes like you're actually smoking a cigar,
It's just
like the actual
flavoring.
pungent tobacco.
No, because you can actually have, some of the vape actually use real tobaccos or something like that. So
Well, what if the manufacturers of each cigar made their own vape to taste like their, their blends? So where you get the spicier ones, and then the
but isn't that just vaping then? Then they already
Yeah,
proven vaping's bad for you. So
well, I'm not a vapor.
It's hard.
but-
It's a hard question.
right,
Wow, man.
because I know
Sorry.
that for Buddhism we use incense, right? And because people
Mhm.
like to do incense inside, and people complain about that, they actually make smokeless incense. So
Yeah, the
now,
incense isn't that smoky.
or incense can be very smoky. If you see like when I clean off the worship table once a year, like you can get a whole layer of brown smoke. off
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
You're right.
But if you use the smokeless one, they tend to be more better for the environment and stuff like that. So they try to do that. So for cigars, what will you change?
Well, since we're talking about this shit, this is a little bit off subject, but I was thinking about this the other day. We had a bunch of snow, so I'm like, California is a state where they're going, oh, okay, you can't buy any more gas-powered lawnmowers and all this crap, right?
Mhm.
What about like if you were in a state like this where you had snow? What are you gonna use?
Electric.
That electric snowblower ain't gonna blow shit when we get snow like we do.
They'll melt it. They'll melt the snow.
You're gonna fry yourself out there.
Right.
It will take forever. You're gonna just kind of chip it off layer at a time. 6 hours later, you're finally done with a 10 by
Yeah.
10 driveway.
And in 12 hours, you start all over again.
The size of my driveway, man, I'll be out there all night.
But you would think that they already came out with something that has enough power, but obviously they don't, right? The electric one doesn't have that much torque. It doesn't work
Oh,
that
no.
well,
Nope.
Right.
right? But I would think that they were just thinking about like lawn mowing. You can use electric one; it works just as good. I mean, in terms of lawn mowing, the grass isn't gonna fight back. It's a snow whale. So
I don't know about that, man.
I used to use electric lawnmower. It's kind of nice, but
Not this guy.
when you have that big one, you gotta ride on one of those. Would that still count? If you're on a the one that you sit on, lawn mowing, that's
Right.
actually a motor vehicle. It's not a single motor anymore, so they can't restrict that.
Hell, now they got that remote control lawnmower.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Wait a
still.
minute. Did you say single motor?
I think it was a single motor, single stroke motor or something.
It's two stroke.
I don't know.
So just get a bigger lawnmower. Like get like a two engine lawnmower.
So you mean get a remote, put it on the F-150, and then just have it mow?
Get a little 4-cylinder engine and stick it out there, and then
Right? Doesn't that defeat the law? Because I think the law only has specifically say like a certain size of motor. Certain
yeah.
size
So
of
get a
motor.
big one. Get a huge ass motor.
Yeah, just go and take off a V8 and have two people carry it and start going at it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. What about your weed eater? Or your trimmer? What are you gonna do with that?
Trimmer can be electric.
Attachment.
Trimmer can be electric.
Well, I know they have them. My neighbor has one. And
Yeah.
Fuck, I watch that guy struggle, and I just go out there with my gas powered. See you, bro.
Wait, electric has the problem? I mean, it's a trimmer. You're not trying to get a lot of
It doesn't have the torque. It doesn't have the speed. It doesn't do the job like a gas one does right off the bat, man.
It does it in 10 minutes instead of 5 minutes.
What
Mhm.
that law will never pass in Massachusetts. The amount of snow we have is so
Yeah, it would.
crazy. It
It
will
would
not
pass.
pass.
Yeah, it would.
No, it will not pass.
How much you paying for cigar tax?
I don't know. What is the Massachusetts?
A lot, right?
Not in Massachusetts.
Yeah, but you can't have those like infused cigars, can you?
We can. We have
Nope.
infused cigar. We still
I
have
thought
them,
they
yeah.
banned
I
it.
thought they
Yeah, they passed the law against it, man. You told us that.
Yesterday?
No, you mentioned that they.
Last year.
No, they never
Yes.
enacted. I can still find them.
Oh, okay.
Well, however, like Jewish state decide to change their thing that doesn't fall into spot, I can still find Jewish state. So Massachusetts, tax for tobacco is 40%. It's 40%.
Yeah, they could pass that law, bro.
To let people not use like a small motor.
Yeah, they could pass the
equipment.
law, man.
I don't think they will pass because we all needed it. We snow so much we cannot not have it. Like, have you seen the snow here?
That's what I'm saying. That's what like California. I
California
guess
barely has snow, so they don't care.
in Northern California, we get quite a bit of snow. Well, they get quite a bit of snow in Northern Cal, but
In comparison to Maine and Massachusetts,
well, right, and here, yeah, right, Colorado, yeah, they ain't gonna, yeah.
you will be burying snow in no time. We get 2 feet snow easy. In fact, I think this weekend was supposed to get a light snow of 6 inches. That 6 inches can stop a city somewhere else.
Well, you see what happened in Virginia?
Yep, Texas.
You give Texas 6 inches snow, freaking like Coast Guard and everything had to go there. Right? Armageddon's happening. Somebody bring the fire torch. Get a fire blower, flamethrower.
Yep.
Like over here is 6 inches. Let's just walk through it.
Well, right. It's like when I lived in California, when I first moved out there as a freshman in high school, they had like this much snow, and they had a snow day, and I'm like, what the fuck?
So
Like,
I can understand they're geared towards like lawn mowing or something like that. Those things they already have electric replacement, which doesn't make sense because as if electric doesn't pollute anything, it does. But California law don't make sense anyway.
No.
When does California law even make sense?
I mean, the batteries itself are, bad for the environment.
Well, yeah, because it really depends how you do it, right? Like in the U.S. we have a horrible battery recycling, right? They literally just toss them and they recycle a certain part, but they don't recycle the battery itself. Really, the core they reuse it. The core, when you return a core from the battery from like a car, they toss everything inside out. They just keep that box, right? They don't really reuse the majority of those things because it's corroded. They don't reuse it.
Yeah.
So we have a horrible program here. But I think there are some like countries that actually does 90% of the recycle. Like literally, you give them battery, 90% will be able to recycle and reuse. So that's kind of cool. Only like, why isn't America can do that already? Like, sometimes you feel like there's gonna be an education gap of what science is between one party and the other party. Like, somehow science are different between different people in the U.S.
Yep, right. So
Right? Because like, why is all the other places that can do it? We have the same technology, but we can't do it. Don't tell me it's labor issue. There's no labor issue when it comes to recycling. Right? Because we know this. When you throw recyclable into non-recyclable trash, it still gets sorted out at the plant. So it's not like there's a lack of people working to recycle. And the fact that we all send all those things to China, somebody had to do it. So you already did the recycle part. You just didn't do it, make it into a product part. Right? We still recycle. We gather them together in big, gigantic cubes of plastic and metal and just send it to China. And they made a profit. Bring it over here. So I don't know why we can't do that. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, back to like, if you can improve cigar, how will you improve cigar? Flavor, obviously, is not something that you can improve. How about this? Would you guys feel cigar is less of a cigar if they came to you guys all pre-cut?
That's the experience. You cut your own
Yeah.
cigar. You light your own cigar.
But would you feel like it's less of a cigar? It's not premium anymore if it's cut.
Yeah, I'll say this. Probably when you first start smoking cigars, man, having to cut some bitch was pain in the butt. It's like what the frick, right?
No, because when you go to a lounge, you smoke. A lot of time when you
Yeah, they
buy
cut
a
it for you.
cigar, they cut it for you anyway.
But you choose what cut you want, right?
Right.
You have choice.
Well,
But-
what if they just do this? Well, I have a box that's V cut, a box of already straight cut, and then for you to choose, it's pre-cut. Would you feel like that cigar is less of a premium?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
You would? You would actually like, I don't want to collect the cigar because the cap is cut. Even though it's in
Yeah.
cellophane sealed, it's just cut at the factory.
Factory cut.
Factory
As long
cut.
as they ain't charging you for like the Solomon shape and all that shit.
No, it's already
I tell you what, I would
pre-cut from the factory. Like literally, they have a new way to wrap the cap. They don't seal the entire cap anymore.
I got the perfect marketing line. These cigars made the cut.
Like, do you feel like that's less? That's like I'm getting less
No,
value.
I mean, it wouldn't be less. I don't think it would be less, but it would not be one that I would just go for.
Because literally,
Yeah.
other than the cut, there is no different. You store the cigar just the same, right?
Oh yeah, I agree.
But somehow you feel like you got like almost like a used product because it's cut.
There's
Yeah.
choices, right? There's choices. And
Yeah, I
I
want
think
to
this
cut
would
my
be a
own.
good question to ask Toots when we see him. What he feels.
I would say so. I don't want a screw off top on a $600 bottle of champagne or whiskey.
There you go.
Yeah.
Screw off top on a whiskey. I'm trying to think if there's any expensive whiskey that has a screw off top.
There's not.
There are some Japanese ones are. Calvaland has screw off top, I think. Calvaland, like $300 bottle has screw off caps. Top.
Don't the what is it? What's that one fucking brand? That red, blue, green
Johnny Walker?
Johnny Walker. Don't they have like an expensive ass bottle that still has a screw top?
Yeah, I think the green has screw top too. Is it?
None of the ones I have
So-
have it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but whiskey's, I mean, it's not really a big deal, I think.
Johnny Walker, blue. Oh no, Johnny Walker blue is like it's one of those like silicone cap. It's still plugged. So $300 whiskey is still cap, not screw off. I don't know. I personally think the screw off ones keep air in better. So I don't know. It really depends on the person. Cause I like to like screw the cap tight and then put a layer of like cellophane or something like that. Not cellophane, like ceramic wrap or packing wrap over it so to keep it tight. But the one that's like plugged down, you know that thing disintegrates over time. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean that it's a valid concern, right? If they say, you know what, we have so many cigar leaf wasted from cutting, so we're gonna make it so that we only cap the sides, we don't cap the top anymore. It's immediately smokable. That will feel like a used product.
Yeah, it's like if you open up a really good bottle of champagne or wine, you want to be able to pop that motherfucker off.
Right. So I don't know. So that did that became an experience / hassle / part of it. Right. It's like I want instant noodle come to me already cooked, but you have to cook it, right? So
Don't they do that in Japan, where the vending machines cook it for you?
Well, yes and no. You take it out, you put the stuff in there, and you put it in this machine, and it kind of gives out water and stuff like that. So you still have to do that part to put the stuff in there. So yes and no. But you can actually literally get a bowl of noodle from the vending machine without being instant. It's actually partially cooked in there, flash freeze, then it comes out hot water, done. So yeah, so that you can improve that part. We don't want a smokeless, because you want the smoke.
Right.
There's not much you can do to a cigar then.
Where the hell did this question even come from?
I don't know.
I just thought about it. Every so often things are revolutionized or improved, but cigar has been this way forever.
Okay, let me ask you this: cellophane or no cellophane cigars?
I personally prefer cellophane.
I prefer cellophane also. But like then you got like the Padrones that don't have the cellophane.
Right.
Right. Pigtails are kind of that's kind of approaches what we're talking about. The pigtails.
Why would you say that?
Because you just twist it and smoke it.
You can technically twist off the thing, like the way Louis Greva did it.
Right.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, that's not that there's no way to improve it. It's been like this for a long time, and yet but cellophane, I like cellophane because let's say you have a bunch of cigars on the table. Say what?
Because you can move them around and not worrying about the.
Not only that, let's say if I have some cigars on the table and somebody spilled a drink, the one with cellophane will survive. The one without it, whatever liquid that's on there, it's got to touch it.
I did that when I had a glass of whiskey. I dropped my cigar with cellophane in there. I was like, oh shit! I was like, oh, thank God it still has the cellophane on.
Right. With the little cellophane on it, it's like a layer of protection. It's false sense of security towards mold or beetles. Sure, I agree with that, but it's different. I don't know. Here's the thing: when you guys go buy groceries, when you buy produce, do you put it in the bag? When you bring it home, do you take it out of the bag?
No.
Yeah, that's the same idea, right? The produce itself did not come with the bag. You put it in the bag, and once you put it in the bag and put it in the fridge, you don't just take out the bag and put it in the fridge because you don't want to touch everything around it. Right?
Well, it depends.
Or is there a fruit? Is there a produce that you bought that you will put in the bag, and when you go home, you'll take out of the bag and put it in the fridge?
Most of them I do. But like if I buy like peppers, whatever, I'll keep them in the bag. I need to use them.
Yeah, I would use the bag. I like the bag because like once I cut, for like the core of certain vegetables, I would just toss it in the bag and throw it away. It's like Asian people hog those plastic bags, right? So I would reuse those plastic bag and then sometimes use a trash bag or whatever. But I will keep it in the bag until I use it, because when vegetables go bad, they start to leak this liquid, and you have it in the bag, just toss it. It's a lot easier than having to wash your entire fridge. And I think cigars the same way. Once you have a mess, molding, or like whatever liquid, for whatever reason, having your cellophane is better than not. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you breathe, so it's still the same thing." But I still feel like the amount of air goes in and out is a lot less than actually touching the air.
Yeah, I'd rather have mine in cellophane because I know when I travel and I buy them, I'd rather, I tend to treat the ones with non-cellophane a little more delicate, so I don't ruin them or damage them.
Right. I'm very, what I'm really impressed is when I see those factory worker putting the cigar in the cellophane. They put it so fast. When I try to put in cellophane, it takes like 9 million years. Oh my god! Like why won't it go in?
Right.
But they would be able to pick it up, boom. That cigar looks very familiar. Look very Asian.
Well, that's one thing. I want to ask Martin this because I watch Martin's videos, and every video he's taking them out of the cellophane to show everybody, the cigars. Do you put them back in that cellophane, Martin?
When I do an unboxing?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I do an unboxing, I'll put them back in cellophane.
And it doesn't take forever?
I mean, I'll open it up to where I can at least.
Yeah,
You
when
know?
you do that, sometimes it actually cuts the wrapper.
Cat. Sometimes
Yeah.
it does, yeah.
So it's very dangerous. But like when they do it, they one after another just keep going at it. It's crazy. It's crazy how they can
But
do
they're also not formed. Like they're literally just the cellophane. You put them in. They're not like folded and taped. And then when you try to take them out and put them back in, you have
Oh,
like
they're
that
still
crazy-
they're still folded flat like this. When they come in, they're flat like this.
Yeah.
So they were able to like kind of immediately open up the way however it was, and they just put it in there. You don't see them like, try to fondle it and get it open and go like, oh, finally, twist it in. They just put it right in there. I don't know how. Magic. Oh, it's more like practice makes perfect, but still, magic to me. Dark magic.
Right.
Witchcraft. So. Life. So yeah, okay. We cannot improve the cigar. There's no way to improve cigar. I think we come to a conclusion that cellophane is better, but we don't understand why the big brands don't do it. I guess sometimes when you open a box of non-cellophane cigar, it feels premium as well. Do you feel that way?
I can see if you buy the box, that's one thing, but like individuals.
Like when you open a box of Andalusian bowl or something like that, you open it up. That looks pretty sexy.
Oh yeah, it looks
When
good.
you open a box of Almaforte and in Solomon, you open it up, you're like, oh, that's sexy.
So you're saying when you see me open a box, you think I look sexy?
No, the box is sexy, not you.
Oh, okay.
Gee,
All right, I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying. You knew what I'm saying. You knew what I'm saying. Hi, good night, Blue. Color sticks.
See it, buddy.
So, yeah, there's no way to improve cigar. There's no way to improve cigar smoking environment. There's no way to improve. Like, yeah, it's kind of stuck. You would think that somebody will come up with some better way by now, like including ventilations and all the smoke way to deal with smoke. Like, if you get a smoke eater, it's still the same thing. You get a rubber air, still the same thing. We still have that issue with smoke smell.
This motherfucker.
Right? We still have those issues. I don't understand why 21st century we can send things to space, but yet we cannot have ventilation that's good enough to deal with smoke. Right? You've seen all those new ones come out, but HEPA hasn't been improved for a long time. HEPA has not been improved for a long time. Like, there is no better way. Like, I have exhaust fan, I have air purifier, I have, fans going, circulate the air, and yet it still smells like cigar when I'm done. The only thing these things are good for immediately is if you fart. It's gotta clean up your fart quickly.
Yeah, we solved the fart problem. That's for sure.
Yeah, for real.
Right? But the cigar problem,
Yeah.
I don't think any of the cigar problem that we have so far has been resolved. Right? The location to smoke and all that stuff, where you can smoke, and storage, I don't think has been improved dramatically at all over the years. Okay, now like 70-70, but yet you find out that 70-70 is not really the optimal, right? Different cigar has a different optimal range. Just like you have different wine or champagne and stuff like that. They like different temperatures too. There's no one solve for all kind of thing. There's no smart I don't know, refrigerator that will actually tell which level to be what. Like in the fridge you have like multi-level. Produce at this temperature and this humidity, meats at this temperature, this humidity, but you don't have that for fridge. You don't have that for your cigar fridge. You don't have that for your Wanador.
Yep.
Right?
You're right.
And in fact, if you go out and shop for a humidor, it's the wooden one that costs the most.
Yep.
The technology ones don't cost that much.
Right.
You can buy a like a Frigidor for about $300. And you go to Davidoff, try to buy a humidor, $8,000.
Fuck.
There's no good solution, right? But here's the thing though, if they do come out with the one and for all, basically one fridge that's gonna, like, I don't know, scan the barcode on the side of your box and it's gonna know what temperature, what humidity to do it, would you buy it at what price?
Too much.
Because you have different cigars in there.
Yeah, but then all you have to do is scan the barcode and then you put it in there. It's gotta know exactly where, and then it's gotta, sort that humidity there. Would you buy it?
Nope.
Then you'd have chip problems if you had any malfunctions in your
So you wouldn't do that. Like, for example, you can build a walking humidor, and all you have to do is just like scan it, like, stop and shut, beep, and it's gonna know what cigar you have there, and then it's gonna keep a count, and you put it in there, and it's gonna know where it is because the weight and the barcode, and it's gonna keep that humidity, a certain humidity, where you put it. You will not offer that option.
I mean, I could see there's going to be people out there that would love that type of technology and that, that are that anal about their stuff. I'm not. I like to go and find shit and be surprised, like, oh my God, I still have some, shit like that.
It's like Tony. He didn't know he had a whole box of Encores, and it was the #1 cigar of the year.
Like, that's one thing I'm thinking about. It's like, why don't I have one of those things that's gonna tell me how many cigars I actually have and where it is?
I mean, the software's out there. You can do it already. I already have the stuff for my parts room for all my shops, and I can integrate that with my cigars. But do I want?
But that's the thing. You had to still do the inventory, don't you?
You got to do the work, man. Who wants to work that hard?
I'm talking about just skip. You scan it, and it's gonna remember the weight of that box. When you take one out, just like the hotel, right? It's by weight. If you take off a bottle off that weight thing, it's gonna know you remove a bottle.
Man, that's way too much work for some fucking cigars, man.
Yep.
For inventory purposes.
Yeah, cigars are supposed to be like relax and don't worry about shit kind of thing.
Right.
Put them in, you set them, you forget them.
But that's the thing. If you had that technology, it will be put them in, set it, and forget it.
Yeah, then you'd be pulling up your app every day and looking at it. Oh man.
No, that's Martin. He pulls up his app to check a humidity every single day. That's Martin.
See, I know what level my humidity's at in each drawer. So I know what cigars I want to put where. So, like, if I want to age it, I'll put them up here. It's going to be like everyday smokes, like 65 on the bottoms. There you go. Boom.
See,
I mean, Martin's got like, what, 5, wine doors.
Yeah.
And I just got the brand new 1500 count New Air that I got to open up.
1500 count?
Look at that. And Martin probably got it for free as well.
Oh, yeah.
I just got to promote it.
So who was, I guess you can't say it on YouTube.
Who was what?
On your last video where you said, if you want me to advertise for your...
Oh, it was I'll just say it was an Arizona company.
Little Guy Cigar Shop.
It was from one of my friends, and I was like, wait, no, I've never seen this company before. Or, I mean, I've heard of the company, but I didn't know they had a Cigar of the Month club. But,
It's another one of those things. Should I subscribe it so that I can trash it?
It's not worth it. I got maybe 2 cigars out of that pack that I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, especially for somebody like Martin. He's like going through a lot of cigars, and always different one because he had to record them. He's gonna look at a lot of cigars in the pack and go like, I have those, unless somebody changed the name or packaging.
See, one of the good things about having the cigar packs is if you get something you've already smoked before, you don't have to review it. You can just enjoy it on your off day.
I'll tell you what, though. I watch Martin's videos, and on cold-ass days like today, I'm a little jealous. He's sitting there sweating, smoking in his car, and I'm like, fuck. I want a cigar right now. It's too cold outside.
That's why I sit in my car with the heater on, like
I'm
right now.
surprised that you can smoke in your car in a parking lot.
Why not?
Over here, people will just bitch you out for smoking in their parking lot.
Yeah, it's illegal
It's
here.
private
You can't
property.
smoke in
Yeah,
your-
we cannot smoke within certain distance to a public building or parking lot.
Oh, well, yeah, they have that too, but you can't smoke within 20 feet of an open business. But I'm in a covered parking or a parking garage or at a park.
Yeah, but parking garage is still a business. So,
But it's not like a retail business.
So we can't smoke in public parks. You can't smoke in your car. Well, if you have kids in your car, you can't smoke in your car.
Well, I don't do that anyway.
Right, but that's Utah. You know, I don't know if that's Texas or not.
yeah, we cannot just walk around the street and smoke either.
Mm-mm.
Sidewalk, no.
Wow.
Yeah, here either.
So it's kind of like when my wife watch your video, when I'm watching it, she's like, "He in the car again? Why is he dressed up? And he's, why is he in the parking lot? Couldn't he smoke anywhere else in the parking lot? Like he's gonna go back to work later, and his coworker is like, "Dude, you smell like cigars."
It's cologne.
So I know Monte Cristo has a Dallas edition.
Yeah, they have a Monte Cristo. What is it? House of Monte Cristo or something like that?
Yeah, yeah,
Casa de Monte Cristo
yes. Yeah.
in downtown Dallas. It's like north, like they call it Albert, like the Highlands or some shit.
Something like that, yeah.
Also, let me ask this question: does Texans don't call malls as malls? They call it gallery.
Well, there's malls and then there's gallerias. We have one galleria here in DFW, and there's one that's even bigger in Houston.
What is the difference? One is
But-
outdoor, one is indoor. Is that what it is?
No, because we have outdoor and indoor malls. But the indoor malls are usually smaller. The gallerias are like multi-levels, and they have like a shit ton of stores.
Hotels off of them.
Yeah, because we call it
Hotels.
mall here. I mean, whatever that is mall. But when you call it galleria, I was like, what is the difference?
I'll tell you what though, when you go to Texas or Dallas, you're gonna see the biggest furniture store you've ever seen in your life.
What, IKEA?
My God,
No. Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Nebraska. Oh my God, that thing is massive, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was looking at a map at where the hotel is gonna be. So it's DoubleTrees and Galleria. And I look at the map, there's like 4 different lounges there. Cigar lounge cramped in one like 3-block radius.
Yeah, there's quite a few cigar lounges in Texas.
Yeah.
It was kind of surprising. I was like, they compete with each other that close.
There's a lot of
yeah.
cigar lounges.
I think it's just about as bad as Arizona, except for Texas is a little more spread out.
Yeah, they are.
Arizona's very spread out. You go to another one, it takes another half an hour.
Well, for like the bigger lounges, but like there's a lot of mom and pop lounges all over the place.
Oh yeah.
I was very surprised when I looked at this. Wow, that many cigar lounges. Like, which one are we going? And then I look at it, like, I don't think that any of those names were mentioned when we say which one we're going. So none of those are it. And I was trying to find a place that's like in between everything. But I figure if it's near a Galleria or a mall, but I can't find something to do, there will be something to do.
Like Arizona, like in Arizona, like the mom and pop ones, they close pretty early. You know, the bigger ones that we were going to closed later.
Yeah, so it's you know, it's gotta be something. My job this time is to find out what is there in Texas that my wife can do so she can go next time.
Well, your wife likes. So there's the Galleria, and then there's what's that Dallas one?
North Park's better. North Park is where Tony wants to go.
No, she wanna do like things that you cannot do anywhere. For example, the
Horse
axe
riding.
throwing thing she did talk about.
The what?
She wanna ride horses. She want like doing like those Western thing.
So that's Fort Worth then. She wants to go to.
Yeah.
She want to ride an ostrich, by the way. Still, I still cannot find a place for her to ride an ostrich.
You know how hard it is to get on an ostrich?
That don't matter. We're Asians. We'll go talk to the ostrich. If you don't want to get eaten right now, you stay put.
Yeah. That ostrich don't give no shit, bro.
They will have to bribe the ostrich with another female ostrich. Right? Either riding an ostrich or riding a llama, alpaca.
Yeah, it's probably easier to find an alpaca to ride than an ostrich here.
Right.
They're everywhere.
But what about riding horses? I would think Texas has a lot of horses, right?
It's more city here in Dallas now.
Yeah,
to
you
go
need
out
to
to.
go-
So you're saying that that if you live in Dallas, you don't go do any of the cowboy stuff. You don't go out with a nice cowboy hat, cowboy boots, and say
There
you
are-
own like 16 horses.
There are places you can go to, but it's a lot of city. It's a lot of city.
Yeah.
Like, because my wife wants to do this. She wanted to, in the future, to go take a cruise from Texas, because there's like some cruise port in Texas.
No.
There's one in Texas. Cruise port.
Well,
Galveston.
yeah, Galveston, Houston. Well, Galveston, yeah.
Oh, Corpus Christi too. They got some. They go out there.
Right. So that means she can go there a few days early, and go, and I'll go find some alpacas, whatever, and go on the on the cruise. I've never been to Texas. I don't know. Texas is not. If I go to Texas with this hat, they'll be like, "Dude, where's your brim? What happened to it?"
Nah, you fit in.
not in Dallas.
No, you'll fit in.
Like, I have a friend that moved to that is always, big brim hat, cowboy boots and stuff like that. He used to live in Massachusetts. He's like, I'm moving out to, Phoenix and stuff like that because over here people look at me weird. And then he enjoys that
it's
lifestyle.
like here, though. Dallas is like here. You got your city, and then the further north you go, the more open land you got with horses and cows and all that shit.
Yeah.
That begs the question, why Matt does not have any horses?
I know.
You
Because
got
he
enough
travels.
land for the horses. You don't even have to mow the lawn if you have horses.
Because he travels.
Yeah. You know how much time it takes to raise and maintain horses and cows and shit?
Well, don't raise horses then. Then raise 1 or 2 alpacas.
No.
Matt's got
They will eat the
horses.
grass for you. You don't even have to mow the lawn.
Those suckers
Matt's got
spit at you.
horses.
Huh?
Matt, you got horses in your garage.
Yeah.
Wrong kind of horse.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, those damn alpacas or whatever, those things, they spit on you, man.
Yep.
They only spit on you if they don't like you.
No, they don't give two shits, bro.
I heard that would be very fun if you get spit on, you spit back.
There's because Stacy used to do photography, and she found a couple that had alpacas and all these other animals. And the alpacas, when they like you, they'll come up to you and they'll hover all over you. They don't spit on you, but they'll like.
Fuck that. They're dirty. Fuck.
They are. And then the family was like, "Oh, he likes you," because he's fucking slobbering all up.
Drooling.
Yeah, I have not actually petted alpaca. I've never tried to touch an ostrich. I've seen an ostrich. I just never touched an ostrich.
Have you seen an
Oh,
ostrich
dude.
egg?
Dude,
Have you
So
seen an ostrich egg?
Egg, yes. I've eaten one. Doesn't taste good.
Massive.
Massive. They're like dinosaur eggs. If you think,
Yes.
yeah, they're like dinosaur eggs. They don't taste that good.
Yeah,
have you seen a longhorn in real life, Matt? I mean, Tony.
Longhorn, like a bull. Longhorn.
Steer.
Fucking long ass fucking.
No, we don't have that here.
crazy
We have Longhorn
guy.
Steakhouse, if that's what you like talking about. We got Longhorn Steakhouse.
There's this one work. There's a fucking field that has these bulls that fucking the horns stretch out fucking 10 feet wide.
Yeah, they're
Fucking
fucking
massive.
crazy long, man. Crazy.
But the question is whether or not they're mean.
They don't look very mean. I mean, they're right next to the highway. You can pull up and take a picture right next to them.
Because I've
just
seen
they're
like
not- they're
water
not
buffalo
bulls,
and
though.
stuff like that. I've seen working bulls, working animals. But longhorn, they're not working animals. So I've never seen them.
No, they're just
No,
out there.
but if you just looking at them and you getting close to them with that size of antlers or horns,
Horns.
it's just scary because they're fucking huge.
Yeah, can you imagine I go over there and start waving my Chinese flag? Don't chase me! Why you chase me? Yeah, that's not gonna work out well.
Usually here at our fairs here, we have a couple of them out here, and goddamn, they scare the shit out of me with those horns, man.
They're massive. They're fucking full muscle too, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I would think that if they see me, they run.
No,
They'll come up to you.
they ain't scared of you.
No, they come over here and be like, dinner.
Yeah.
I'll run, but I'll still go like, dinner! Running a dinner! I
No,
wonder
it's
how they
always
taste.
fun though. Around like late winter, early spring, you'll see a shit ton of baby cows everywhere, and then they'll like separate the fucking males and the females and the babies.
Yep.
Because
What, in the farm or on the street?
males? No, on the farms. Like they'll have to separate the males because the males will kill them.
Kill
Yep.
the babies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to take them out.
So
Wow. I guess, well, they feel threatened by a baby. I don't know. Not. See, that's the thing. That's different style, right? Massachusetts, you can barely find horses. Barely. Like, I'm talking about barely. Even if you go, I think we had to drive all the way from here. You had to drive 4 hours to go to the middle of nowhere, Amherst, to find cows and horses.
not here.
There's some right here in my backyard, right here. There's a bunch of them.
I mean, I've seen some houses has their own like ranch horse, 1 or 2. When I drive in the middle of nowhere, but they have though. But like, if you want to find a farm to kind of ride horses or something like that,
Yeah, you'll see a lot of that. Like if you go to like where I stay in Denton and stuff, a lot of houses out there with property like that with animals on it.
yeah, it's different kind of location, right? Texas, everything's bigger. That means average person's house land are bigger, so they can actually have ranch area.
And
Over
have
here,
cost.
you cannot like having a parking spot in Boston is $500,000 for the size of one parking spot.
That's crazy.
One parking spot, $500,000. And if you think about it, it's actually not too bad because you buy that parking, so you don't have to pay parking. When you're done with it, you can sell it again for another $500,000. You got it back. By then, you'll be, you'll probably have a lot of appreciation, so you'll get more, like $750,000. I don't know. But yeah, land prices here ridiculous. I mean, I've talked to my wife about it. It's like, if we move to Texas and bring like $1 million to buy a house, you'll have pretty much all the things off your cost down list you want. Plus maybe one ostrich in the backyard. Maybe one. Because there'll be enough land.
Well, Texas has a lot of millionaires though. Or DFW does.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like, in comparison to Massachusetts house. Right?
Mm-hmm.
In Texas, the lands are pretty relatively flat, right? So you have good use of land.
Yep.
A good buddy of mine live in San Antonio, and they have some clear scorpions all over the place. Ah! But it is a hot, dry land, so they're gonna have scorpions, right?
Yep.
But hey, think of it this way: if you have scorpion, you don't have any other insects but scorpion,
Right.
right? Because scorpion will eat other insects, and they'll only stung you if you threaten them. So if you keep a good distance or something like that, I think like if you put some sulfur near your area, the scorpion doesn't go close to you.
I've never seen scorpions in Texas, but they got a lot of goddamn crickets and grasshoppers. My God.
But cricket and grasshopper doesn't hurt you. Scorpion would.
No, I know, but like in Phoenix, there's a shit ton of scorpions. I see them suckers all over Phoenix. But
What about like tarantulas? Like those like in Texas, no?
we got them here too.
I,
There was,
I cannot understand those people who want to keep tarantulas and they put on their hands and stuff like that. I
Yeah,
know,
no.
like if you like it, it's cute and everything, but when you stare at its face and it's got a fang that big right in front of you, you're like.
Yeah, I ain't touching one of those.
But some people like it. Some people like it, right? Some people have it in the house. Same idea of people who raise like python.
Yeah, fuck that.
Right? They start out this little, and then like by the time you're like, oh, let me go visit your little python in your house, the damn python's head is like this big, right next to your
Martine's
face.
kids got one, man.
Who?
Martine's kids.
Yeah, but you have that little. That's okay. But I'm talking about when they
Yeah.
like, you know, this size go like, you're like, no, don't go near my neck, and then by the time you know, it's already one loop around your neck. You know?
How big is that gonna get, Martine?
It's gonna get about 3 feet long,
That ain't too
but
bad.
it's still gonna be like the girth.
I'm talking about those white python, the head this big.
Yeah.
That's what freaks me out. The tiny
Oh, yeah.
python like those, they're not poisonous, so they're okay. But the big one, they will just choke you to death.
Oh yeah.
I'm like exercising a lot of restraint right now, just so you know that.
Hey, that kind of went together with the restraint.
We kind of did, right? You like that? That worked it in.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, different lifestyle. You know, imagine U.S. like, you know, it's one country, but when you just shift 3 states, life are very different.
Yeah.
Shift 3
Oh
states,
yeah. Oh yeah.
right? And then you shift another 3 state, life is different again. People are different.
Well, I could take your wife to if you ever guys come into Utah, my uncle's got the elk farm right down the road, full of elk. You want to talk about a massive animal? Huge.
Elk are mean though. They're mean. They will chase you.
Hell, if you drive down a couple hours in Texas, you got all different types of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
You know, I wouldn't doubt that I'll go to Utah though, because Utah's got some serious snow mountains there. And
Well,
my
of
wife
course.
want to go snowboarding.
Right here. It's about 10 miles down the road. You can go to the ski resort right here.
Yeah. See, we'll go to the ski resort and then we'll drive down to Matt's house, smoke for like 6 hours, and go back down. That wouldn't be too bad.
You can go up here on the mountain, go snowboarding at night.
I never snowboard at night. I'm afraid that if I fall, and no one is ever gonna find me.
Oh no, it's lit up still, but it's
Yeah, I've tried one time go to a ski resort at night, and then when I go near the tree, it's dark as hell. It freaks me out.
Oh yeah, yeah. But it's so nice because it's peaceful, it's quiet, man. It's beautiful.
It's resort. There's a lot of people there still.
Not really, not out here at night. A lot of people leave because the kids, everybody wants to go home, and that's the best time to go.
Yeah, I see at night a lot of people do like their freestyle thing, start jumping all over the place. And when I go down and I go near like the side, near the trees, you cannot see through those trees. They're so dark. You're like, if you fall in there, no one will find you.
Well, it's kind of eerie too because you don't know what's actually hiding in there.
What, Bigfoot? It's waiting for you to catch you. I'm gonna take you, my husband. Run.
Well, fellas, I'm gonna head out, man.
Huh?
I'm gonna head out.
All right, cool.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
we should
see you
end
then.
around now anyway. It's 11:06. But yeah, as a reminder, Saturday, be here early before we start. So you don't want to miss it. All right.
Awesome.
So
We'll see you
we're gonna
then.
end it right here. I'll see you guys Saturday. Yeah, be here, and then hopefully those people who wonder what the 3 cigar swap challenge will know what that is. So anyway, see you guys Saturday. Have a good one. Peace out.
All right, man.
Peace.
Good night.
Bye.